The match.
Yeah, very impressive, and that sets him up to the finals.
Okay, so we have a veteran here in this light featherweight final match, right, between the women. Leticia Ribeiro is no stranger to this match, right?
No, yeah. She was here last year. She won last year. I interviewed her, and I think she's been in the finals like it could be more times than any human on the planet. Really,
right.
I think it could be. I think she could have the most. It's been something like 10 years or something astronomical.
Right. She kind of defines this weight divisions.
Yeah.
What happens there.
Yeah.
What she does is what happens there.
Yeah. And on the bottom, we have Sofia Amarante, and she's from South Florida Fight Club. So she's going to be looking to mix it up with a multiple-time world champion. Right now she's got a half butterfly guard, and they're really fighting here for that head position. You see Leticia with that head in front.
Yeah.
She's doing a very good job of keeping that head position. So Sofia needs that wrist control, or she's lifting the full butterfly. She might try to get full butterfly guard out of this.
Yeah, last year, that brown belt on Sofia's waist looks kind of fresh, and it turns out that she actually won the light featherweight division as a purple belt last year, as a purple. So taking on Leticia Ribeiro is going to be tough.
Yeah.
But you never know.
But yeah.
She looks pretty technical.
Yeah, she's doing a good job right now of keeping Leticia away from that pass. So. But Leticia's head position right now is keeping Sofia flat on the mat. So she's past the guard. Nice low pass is what I like to call that. Now she's trying to stabilize, and Sofia's not having anything out of it. She's trying to scramble to her knees, but her grip underneath that neck, that's what's keeping her on her back.
She press on that far shoulder?
Yeah, she needs to get her head underneath there. Now she has a chance to get to her knees. And Leticia stuffs it.
Now, Leticia has been preparing hard for this weekend. She's been doing a lot of work with the Bulgarian bag, some physical conditioning that I don't think a lot of competitors do these days. I mean, not that everybody's not trying very hard, but she's engaged professionally for this.
That's nice to see. Do you know any more about her training?
Well, yes, I do.
Would you care to share, or is it a secret?
No, it's not a secret. I visited Fit Athletic Club in downtown San Diego a couple weeks ago, where Leticia is a trainer. She runs a jiu-jitsu program over there, and she was doing a lot of like I said, the Bulgarian bag, the resistance bands where you tie it around your waist and run across the room.
Yeah, right.
Very tough stuff. I don't think people have access to all the tools that she did.
Right.
So,
yeah,
she certainly took advantage of them.
That's awesome. Yeah, I just started working with the Velocity training group down in Manhattan Beach, and we're doing quite a bit of crazy training.
Yeah.
That I think is kind of quite cutting edge for the sport. So, I'll be interested to see how it makes me feel.
Right. When I spoke with her trainer, he said, we know that people like Leticia Ribeiro and others at Gracie Muay Thai, like Penny Thomas and Bia Mesquita, they have the technique to win for the most part. They're going to do what they're going to do. His job is, as he said, to make them stronger, longer, so that in competition situations like this, even if their technique is the same as their opponent, which it often is not, even if it is, they're going to be able to outlast them.
Yeah. Yeah, there's a nice debate about, technique versus conditioning. But if your technique is better and your conditioning is better,
right, it should be a no-brainer.
Then it's a no-brainer. Yeah, it really is. A lot of guys, they use conditioning because it makes up for their lack of technique. But what you got to remember is if the technician decides to become strong and conditioned, there's no stopping that
Game
guy.
over. Yeah.
So I always have my students work way more on technique. Conditioning can arguably be in some of the best shape in your life in a year, but you can't get to black belt in a year. It takes time.
So what is Amarante working for with that grip on the lapel over there?
I'd like to see her work with an underhook on that grip. That she's trying to get herself underneath Leticia. So there's two things Leticia is doing well to stop that. It's her right underhook and her left crossface. That shoulder in her face there becomes very difficult to get underneath someone with that shoulder in the face. And of course, I think the underhook on the far side. Leticia's now cutting through Sofia's guard, but good job by Sofia to cut her out of there. She's trying that far lapel.
Yeah, same grip again.
Yeah, and now she's trying to switch it up for kind of a cross collar hook choke. So she's trying to feed it to her right hand to set up cross choke, Bravo style from the guard. But Leticia, I think, is a little too experienced for this type of play here.
This is when those years of being in it, you know.
Yeah, the experience pays off here.
Right.
She knows to stay calm. She's locking up. It looks like a Kimura.
All right, this is not her first time here.
No,
But
yeah.
This is Sofia Amarante's first time here.
That's correct. So yeah, she's got a Kimura locked up, but I think she's just going to be contented to waste a little time away.
Just get settled.
Yeah.
You know, settle herself. You don't want to rush things.
Yeah. Threaten the arm to probably look to pass, actually. It's a very good pass from there. Now she used the Kimura to seal that underhook. But Sofia creates the distance.
You know, it's these sort of situations when you get under that or over that spider guard a little bit, and you can kind of do the stability ball training comes in handy, doesn't it?
Yeah. That thing is awesome.
It's a little bit like you're surfing your opponent.
Yeah. It's a great tool for training your balance and keeping your hips square. Nice leg work by Leticia. She's going what I call a leg weave pass. She's got underneath the head, and she's going to control that bottom leg. See her right hand controlling the bottom knee there. She's got to stiff arm that leg, settle in, keep that left hand grip underneath that neck, and she could just stay there, settle in. She's got to control that bottom leg. Bottom leg is the problem there, so you got to keep control of that bottom leg. And she's almost managed to pass.
It's that bottom leg again.
Yeah, that bottom leg, and then as soon as she lets go of the head, it allows Sofia to turn. So she's got to keep her left arm under the head. There she goes. And she's going to secure the guard pass there.
So is that left arm under the head, that is, of course, to keep the person down and flat on the back. Is it more important to concentrate on that kind of cross face with the arm, or is the goal in your mind to use your head on that far shoulder to keep the shoulder down?
Both, yeah, exactly. She's going for a choke here. I think this is it. That is tight, and she walks around. It's going to get even tighter when she gets around there. Wow, that's tight.
The referee's checking to see if anybody's alive in there.
Yeah. Sofia's doing a good job to just stay awake here.
It might be across her mouth or her chin.
It could be. She probably has her chin tucked in there. It's hard for us to see that, but yeah, both. I think both details of the head on the shoulder and underneath the head are crucial. Keeping the back flat, because that's the counter to that pass. Is getting your head inside and get your shoulders going to your knees. Gets you out of that guard pass.
Feels like a lot of half guard problems when you're on the bottom can be solved when you can get that far side shoulder up.
Yeah, that's correct.
That's the goal, right?
That is the goal.
Yeah.
And the guy passing, yep, that is your goal. Keep that far side shoulder flat.
Yeah.
So Leticia is holding this collar. She's probably just eating some time off the clock right now.
Yep. Amarante, if she's going to do something, it's time to do that.
Yeah. She's going to need to start to make some scrambles. Ref's checking to make sure she's okay in there. I would imagine there's a ton of grip fighting going on underneath there. You know, vying for wrist control and getting out of that choke.
And this is exactly what we were talking about earlier, because the ability to maintain your grip over time is one of the things she focused on in her training, because she knows that, you know, a lot of us in jiu-jitsu, especially when you're a novice competitor, you get in your first competition, your second, third, your grips are blown after your first match.
Yeah.
But here, I'm sure that's not happening with Leticia based on what I saw that day at the gym. And I went up to her and she said, "Here, feel this." And she made a little kind of fist, and I felt her forearm, right? The kind of little the muscle on the forearm, and I just tapped it, and I swear it was like cement. It was way harder than my forearms.
Well, it paid off.
Yeah, there she goes.
She held that in there. Congratulations to Leticia Ribeiro. Adds another huge gold medal to her collection.
Right. I mean, she is the heart and soul of the Gracie Humaitau women's team. I mean, everybody you talk to in Gracie Humaitau female competition team, they all say it's Leticia. We do what we do because of her. And looks like well, we see why.
Yeah. Wow.
But congratulations to Amarante for surviving.
Absolutely.
Such a seasoned opponent.
Yeah. First year as brown belt. She finds herself in the finals. Everybody but one person in the world would like to be her right now.
Yeah,
Every woman in the black belt would like to be her, except for Leticia. That's it. So congratulations to Sofia.
Looks like in the wings we're going to see Kira Gracie versus Luana Alciguer here in a moment.
That's right.
Leticia Ribeiro, congratulations on your gold medal.
Yeah, thank you very much. First of all, I want to say thank you to all my friends, all partners, to the girl, the Grace Female Team Camp. They helped me a lot. So, but first, thank you, God, for my one more title.
Tell me, what's the secret to get so many gold titles?
Oh man, it's just training hard. I train hard every day since I began my career in Jiu-jitsu. So